All right, all right, all right. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. Hey, you don't want any scrums on that camera? A microphone? Darr. 3, 2. It is Monday, May 5th, 2025. Welcome to GUFON. Got a good show. We're just going to get right to it. Yeah. Uh, Camera did not want to work. So I had to restart the computer. And it worked. Hope you guys had a good weekend. And, we did the members show last night. And, we talked a little bit about Lue backpedaling. And, not to really expand or expound or expunge. No, not expunge. Not going to talk about it for an hour, but there isn't much more we could say about Lue's mishap. The thing that I talked about when he did his backpedaling was how he didn't really take any responsibility like an adult. Like an adult. He said, he didn't lie. He didn't lie. But I think he knew. Yeah. I think he knew what he had. Yeah. Because you can't be that stupid to allow that photo to be deemed real and, well, it's not vetted yet. But there's a heck of a story from a pilot. Give me the pilot's name. Let's get him on the air and find out why he lied. Oh, there isn't a pilot? You mean but it's all made up, you mean? I knew it. So there is no pilot. We all know that. See, the pilot, if there was a witness to that UFO crop hoax, if there were a pilot, if there was a pilot, come out and tell the truth. Or, it's funny. Lou didn't say, it's possible. He didn't say this. Listen to this. This is how you know it's a narrative they wanted to put out. This was a test. And I don't like the game. You know how you know? I'll tell you in a minute. God. It's so obvious. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All right. We're going to talk about that more. And let's see what he says here real quick.
Hiccups happen, guys.
Nothing.
And
here we go again. Why am I having all these issues?
I apologize.
Here we go again. This happened yesterday where I couldn't play any clips for a second, right?
And again,
I know somebody's messing with me. I can't play anything on my computer yet. This is new. Here's a clip of here's my own video. Can't even listen to it. It won't even play. What about this one? Ah, now we're getting sound. Now we've got sound back. What was that about? That happened yesterday's show around this time. See if this works now. What? I can't play the music. Even though I think I already did. Terrible. Terrible. Who's here tonight? A little bit of roll call to get this shindig started. Kelly Lewis, the EW, is here. Welcome to the show. Dan Peters, how you doing? DP, welcome, welcome. Sky Allen, welcome to the show. Elia, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Brian Yates, everybody. Brian Yates, welcome to the show. Marcel, Gufonian Metal Head. Yeah, I have to say it like Vince Neil would sing it from Motley Crue, right? Gufonian Metal Head. No? Nah. All right. Put an end to that. Two J's are better than one. Juge Anje, the angel of GUFON, Jeanette Angel. Welcome to the show. Hey, David Wilcox, not Wilcox. Welcome to the show. Hey, Vern, dude. Maybe. Good to see you. Welcome. Sky Allen. Hey. Hey, welcome to the show. Ed Chaffet. Good evening, sir. Welcome, welcome. Good to see Gyro's here. What do you say, GYRO? Good to see everybody. All right. If I didn't say, hey, Anjali, if I didn't say your name doesn't mean I don't love you. UFO 91, welcome to the show. It means we've got a lot of show, which I do. Raging Against Machine, how you doing? And we got to start now. And go. The year is 2025. The day is today. Lue Elizondo. Why do we do it? Because we're a desperate bunch of people. Why do I keep talking about the same people over and over? Tell me, what else should I be doing? Who else is relevant? What else should we be talking about that you haven't already heard through Ignatium? Is that how you say the word? Right? We've talked about everything. But the thing is, there's new people coming into this field every day. And believe you me, I like talking about new topics and meeting new people. But who do you go to? Ooh, do you trust? Who, really? Who do you trust in this field? Other than yourself. Because I know Lou, what he said. Look, if anybody wants disclosure, I'm your guy. Bullshit. That's what a liar says. Somebody who just tried pulling a hoax off. It didn't work. He got caught. The smartest thing he did was come right out and say, hey, here's what happened. I didn't vet it. He told us. So do we just let it go? Do we let it slide? No. I'll tell you why. That's disinformation. What he did, do you know there's some people who don't know the truth? They still think, and they're telling people that Lue Elizondo showed the world a 600 to 1,000 foot UFO, and they don't know the update yet because they don't care. The update happened the next day. It was too quick. They're still telling their friends on vacation, big UFO. And what do their friends do? They go, Johnny, it was a fake. You look like an idiot telling people about this is what Lou's doing to you. All right? This is why you can't follow that guy. Unless you want to see what not to do. Yeah, I wouldn't follow him if you're looking for anything. Absolutely anything credible. It's over for Lou. It has to be. There is no reason for us to even be talking about him. So you know what? We're going to keep talking about him because he doesn't like it. Anytime he opens his mouth, we're right there to talk about it. That's the end of the story. All right? Now, Navy Lieutenant, moving on. We're done with Lue. I said I wasn't going to talk about it. Navy Lieutenant Commander Bill Cooper. Remember Billy Boy? BC. Yeah, this guy. Yeah. Remember how he describes how he witnessed a craft the size of like an aircraft carrier? It ascended out of the ocean, turned on its axis, right? And then shoot up right into the sky. Remember that? Sure you do. Well, he's dead. No, I'm kidding. People are still talking about this. Why? I don't understand. I want to hold on. Let's listen to this for a second because I don't remember this video.
Like or want the label of a hero or a Rambo or anything
Okay, that guy looks like a liar, sounds like a liar. Everything about that guy's wrong.
like that. I'm no different than any other average American person. I just happened to see something in a particular time in my life that set me off on a search that has resulted in...
What was that?
Well, it was in 1966 when I was with the Navy. One of the things that I saw was a UFO, what they call a UFO. Of course, this wasn't unidentified. This was a craft. And it was approximately the size of a midway-class aircraft carrier. Came up out of the ocean while I was the port lookout on a submarine between Pearl Harbor and the Portland-Seattle area. Tumbled on its axis and went up into the clouds. It was metallic. It was a machine. There was no doubt about it. It was witnessed by myself, the captain, the officer of the deck, the starboard lookout, the chief quartermaster, Chief Quintero, who took photographs of it. And we were told that it was classified and that we were not to discuss it, not even amongst ourselves. And, you know, all my life I had never believed in these things, although I had heard many stories about them. But that was probably the most significant, eye-opening, mind-opening event that's ever happened to me in my life.
That's a great sounding, legitimate story. We'll get to your question, Glenn.
And later I was attached to Naval Security and Intelligence, and while I was on the intelligence briefing team for the Commander-in-Chief of the Pacific Fleet, I saw top-secret documents that came across my desk.
Here we go.
In the process of preparing briefings on incidents involving naval ships, naval personnel, or naval stations, and UFOs that it flatly stated that UFOs are real. They're machines. They're piloted by extraterrestrial beings.
Another intelligences, in other words.
Right, other intelligences, and that they're interacting with the United States government secretly. And it's really wrong to say the United States government because it's really a secret organization that was created under a governing body called Majesty 12, sometimes called Majority 12, nicknamed MJ12.
Okay, this is nothing to do with the secret government, is it? This is another branch.
No, this has something to do with the secret government because through this organization, the secret government actually controls the executive branch of the United States of America.
Dope! He sounds as good as it gets, doesn't he? Yeah, that guy's telling the truth. He is, I think so, in my opinion. So Glenn Collins poses a very interesting question. Well, he says, yeah, I don't get why you all think aliens, when all the crafts that are in the sky belong to the Navy and private corporations. And Lockheed Martin, Skunk Works, there are no aliens. Okay. Prove it. Nobody has proven these are man-made. Nobody has proven these are our adversaries. Nobody knows if there are aliens involved. And to say there are no aliens is a big statement, considering the people who get abducted see the aliens. So many people have seen them that you can't deny it. If it was a couple of hundred people, I'd be like, but it's not. It's millions. No proof aliens are here. No proof of alien craft. No proof they're alien at all. He's right. Glenn Collins is 100% right and wrong. Duh. You know, it's easy in this world just to say, hey, our government's hiding something. Yeah, you can say that, hey, Rich is hiding something. Hey, you know? So does it make it true? Well, we're not just going off of somebody's story. I mean, we're going off of decades of trace evidence, credible witnesses, experiences, and experiencers who can make contact. Why not? Why is that so hard to believe? Because we can't see it, feel it, taste it, touch it, smell it? You're right. We can't. It's not fair. Life's not fair. But you know, it always starts with one. And then it spreads. Consistently, people will start. You'll see. They'll start proving. And once the proof starts coming out, we have to believe. You can't deny evidence, but we still don't have it. We still have partial evidence, which isn't good enough. We don't have repeatable evidence. Yes, we do. You know what I mean. We can't. We don't have anything to be an expert. So Glenn's right again. There are UFOs because anything can be a UFO. Right? You just don't know what it is. Doesn't mean it's alien. But we like to go there because it's the biggest secret in the world, other than what happens after we die and the Illuminati who shot JFK. But other than that, you know, will Guns N' Roses stay together? You've heard it many, many times throughout the years. People will say, Rich, there's so much trace evidence that if we were to go to court and go to war over this, there would be enough trace evidence we could put a murderer in jail, right? You've heard that before. There's enough trace evidence that we could put someone in prison with all of this evidence. Why can't we? Why is it hard that we have all of this and yet we're still being laughed at? We're still questioning the reality of it. Why? Because we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen anything that looks good to say that's definitely an alien ship or that's an alien. Don't be mad at Glenn. Be mad at them. They're the ones. Thanks, Glenn. Thought-provoking, as always. What's up, Jay Semero? How you doing, Chief, huh? Rage Against Machine. Thor. Penku. Good to see you guys. Vern, dude, still here. Good. No, I'm just wondering where everybody goes. You remember the sphere? The hell just happened? Remember the sphere? Remember the sphere the other day? The one that they, it's like the Betts ball, but it's got the moons on it. Remember, I watched this video because now they're washing it. Ugh. They're giving it a bath. I'm not kidding. They should have funny music to this. This is the spherical UFO captured in Buga.
Por donde pasa el agua queda brillantica. Es increíble y está totalmente fría. Ella está totalmente fría. Fría, fría la... No, una belleza.
Esta es la esfera de Buga. Es sólida. Tiene lo que parece ser algún tipo de circuitos. Tiene algún tipo de nomenclatura, de letras, de símbolos. Tiene estas medias lunas muy porosas, que parecen ser una especie de cavernas hacia su interior. Es absolutamente sólida. En el costado tiene lo que parece ser un cinturón. Pues algo que nunca imaginamos de estas esferas. Realmente se trata de un verdadero hallazgo.
I don't. Is there? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. Hey, if you want to, hey, you know, support the show. Right, support the team. Support the team. Like Vern Dude. Hey, Vern Dude, thank you very much. Thank you. Dude, cool. If the glove don't fit, you must quit. Yeah. Ain't that some facts? I can't believe we lived through that. What year was that? 95? When was that? OJ. This is unbelievable what this sphere is. But thank you very much. $2 from Vern Dude. Didn't you become a member too? Somebody did, I thought. Anyway, thank you. Appreciate that support. And if you want to help support GUFON and Truthology for Ufology, look, nobody's here tonight. This is a weird night. It must be the title of the show. It must be. I've never seen not so many people here. Maybe we're on the down week. You know, we have 2 good weeks, 1 bad week, 1 average week. It's the way it's been. Hey, thank you, Vern Dude. Don't worry. We're going to be ain't going nowheres. Appreciate it. All right, back to this video. All the links are in the show description. Super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Cash App. Giddy up. You guys know what to do. I shouldn't even say it anymore. GUFON.
Hallazgo de un hallazgo extraordinario.
Oh, right. I was trying to look for... Well, I don't think we can understand what he's saying tonight. I thought there was going to be a translation. Isn't it weird? Tonight's weird. Is it a holiday? Is there a game on? What's going on?
Que tiene que ser investigado. Se trata de un chip cuántico.
Chip?
Esta esfera levita, es evidente que levita. ¿Cómo lo hace? Pues realmente no lo sé.
It's preserved something.
Una investigación que solo se acaba de iniciar.
Han Solo would love this.
Soy Jaime Maussan y esto es
I'm Jaime
Interestelar.
Maussan, and you're not.
Hasta la próxima.
I'll see you guys later.
Esta esfera se habría acercado tanto, pero nadie esperaba lo que al final del video ocurrió.
You know what he's saying. You got a sphere floating around in the sky. Nobody knows how it moves. Blah, blah, blah. Drone, ball, whatever. You know what he's saying. Same old stuff. Use your own.
Sin duda, se ha considerado que son algunas de las imágenes más nítidas jamás registradas de una esfera, más cercanas, más claras.
No gatos? No cats? Why is he talking about cats? Oh, cool.
Y entonces lo imprevisto ocurrió. La esfera desciende, no cae, y entonces el testigo se acerca hasta el lugar. Él ha querido mantener su identidad en el anonimato. No desea que se conozca por razones de seguridad quién es.
Guinness, he had a Guinness. He's going to get... Here's what I want to know. Why did this thing
Él se
land
acerca hasta la
now?
esfera para hacer algo que nadie esperaba.
You know what I mean? Like, what are the odds that that thing just happened to land in a place where he can walk over and just pick it up? And now they're best friends, he and the sphere. And this sphere is a good friend of mine. It don't fly no more. He said he not gonna fly no more. And that's that. That's all I know from a sphere. Well, why doesn't the sphere move? Hey, I just told you. He don't want to fly no more. He's tired, okay? The sphere is tired. See. Well, how does it propel itself? Hey, I don't know. I don't know. How do you propel yourself? He say he don't know neither. All he knows, he thinks and he moves. So it's a boy? Are you a boy? See. Okay, that's enough questions for today. I don't believe that sphere for a minute. That sphere that we just watched was made in Durango, Mexico by a guy named Felipe Cruz Fernandos. And of course, he's been making these things for many a year, and he'll even give you the know-how on how to fake it with the green screen and everything else. I don't know how this is working, guys. I don't know why this sphere happened to land where these people live. Let's take it home and wash it, give it a bath, blowing its holes, whatever they're doing over there. But you know what they said, and I don't know what Jaime said. They said that it keeps getting heavier. Hey, this thing keeps eating, getting fat. Hey, it's going to turn into one of those heifers, huh? You gotta have respect for the sphere. If you had no respect, the sphere would take off. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the sphere. I don't like it. I'm still saying it's a hoax. And with Jaime at the helm, right? Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a minute. The sightings from 1897. The first time they ever had one of them. Well, in modern day. Hey, Jeanette. The angel of Gufonia. Dropped in a little bit of on the PayPal. Thank you very much. Mucho generoso. Jeanette. The angel of GUFON. It's true. No, it really is. All right. Thank you very much, Jeanette. Man. Okay. So, here's Dark Journalist. I wanted to at least hear from one person who's upset with Lue. And he said what I said. I think these people listen in. He says, hey, the photo got debunked so quickly. Either Lue was testing the intelligence of the American people, or he knew it was going to be debunked. That's what the Dark Journalist said. You know, Dark J. You know, the smart people. You know, this guy in 5, 4, 3, say 2.
Photo of a UFO and presenting it to Congress and all that. The photo got debunked very quickly. Now, it got debunked so quickly that either Lue was testing the intelligence of the American public or he knew it was going to be debunked. And he came out with a, oh, mea culpa thing. I didn't know, but I take responsibility when I'm wrong and such. So that was a big phony fake out. And I did this for Lou. I fixed the image for him just so we know what we're talking about here. That's it, Lou. Let's go straight to the CIA, DIA background and those interests that you are promoting there. It's not going to happen. Now, this is the interesting thing that I found out that the people who are guiding the Luna task force around the UFO thing are Lou and Grush and Mellon and all. I mean, those are the people you're trying to expose, and they're running the committee. So it's like the wolves, running the chicken coop. Now,
can't trust them anymore. I don't see how anybody can at this point. I'm serious. I mean that. There's no way Lue Elizondo is going to be trusted in this field ever again. It'll never happen. Never happen. No. It can't. How can it? After everything we know, why are we going to keep treating him like we treat Corbell? We've already got enough bullshit, fake, lying, disinfo from Corbell and Knapp. And now Eligonzo's throwing in. You know what it is with these people? They just don't care. They don't care about anybody but themselves. And Lou would say something like that. How would my putting out the wrong image help me? Dude, you're all over the internet. People are talking about you. It helps sales. It helps with your book. It helps you in all way possible. Good publicity, bad publicity. Hey, everybody's looking at your teeth falling out. Don't worry about it. We're all watching you fall apart. Piece by piece, tooth by tooth. I don't know. I saw some dark spaces in there. Hey, I went through it. But I kept brushing my teeth and grew beautiful new ones in when I was a kid. You guys, you got to keep brushing. Brushing is the key. Wait a second. I'm going to try something. You have been blocked from following Lue Elizondo. Oh. Did co-executive producer Lue Elizondo single-handedly push back the release of the Age of Disclosure movie by lying to the public? Do you hear what people are saying now? These are people who used to be on his side. They now are done with Lou. Done. That screen just like it's over large. Or what? Look at him. He's really there.
But let's check out the first clip here because we actually got a little update on the Age of Disclosure documentary that's meant to be coming out sometime soon.
My question is, what has happened to the Age of Disclosure documentary with Lue Elizondo? It seems to have never been released, fallen off the face of the earth, and no one's talking about this.
Because it's a POS. Remember what happened. Remember. This is the second time Lou screwed up.
There's also been no updates from Lou. Ross, can you fill us in? What do you know? What's happened and why? Thank you.
Okay, so there was a premiere of the
voice of reason and truth. Here we go. Rose Cuckold.
The Age of Disclosure documentary at the South by Southwest Festival. And the producer, who is one of the co-executive producers on Age of Disclosure, Dan Farrer, the other executive producer is actually Lue Elizondo.
Wait, what? What?
Wait, what?
The executive producer, the co-executive producer of the Age of Disclosure is that guy.
Yeah.
This big UFO documentary that's going to blow the lid off things is co-produced by that guy. Brother, I don't know how I feel about that. That's not a good look for this documentary right now.
No, see, he doesn't get it. It is a bad look, but Lue's not really doing anything that a co-producer would do. He's just getting the title. And I think you get paid more money when you have a title like that, like co-producer, other than just being in the movie. If he's a co-producer, because Lue had a couple of ideas. Instead of telling the truth, how about we lie? You know, he did one of those things like Jeff Goldblum. Oh, yeah. Oh, I have a story. Oh, yeah. Oh, we could lie. Why tell the truth when we could lie? I can't stand him. I can't stand him. Can't stand him. Can't stand you. What TV show? Seinfeld. Who? Costanza. Who said that? His gym teacher. And what were his teeth like? Baked beans. All right. Before I get into that story from 128 years ago, ex-NASA chief flight surgeon Dr. Gregory Rogers recently claimed he saw classified 1992 footage of a 20-foot U.S. Air Force flying saucer with anti-gravity capabilities, alleging it was reverse engineered from alien technology. I can't. This is just getting at. This is out of control. This is another one now. Everybody's gonna like write a book. That's what this is about. Hey, if you come forward and tell your lie, write a book. You'll make a little bit of money. You won't get rich. Oh, God. Well, let's listen to this codger. Oh, God. I can't. I just look at this guy and I see deception. What is it, Bob Newhart? It looks like Bob Newhart. Hey, Bob. Who is this guy again? It doesn't matter.
A completely smooth vehicle that appeared to be a flying saucer. It was constructed in the shape of a modified circular egg, being equal in length and shape.
Here we go. What did I tell you? What the frigonometry did I tell you? Now all the egg stories are coming out. Here we friggin' go.
From all sides, as I would learn as I watched the video. Its contour was totally smooth with no light, flight control surface, pitot tubes, propulsion systems, antennae, or other projection.
Antenna. Stop using words they did in the 40s, you hack sack. Huh? I don't. Listen to how he talks. I can't.
Smooth with no light.
What?
Flight control surface, pitot tubes, propulsion systems.
What's pitot tubes? Pitot tubes?
Antennae or other projections.
It's antenna. I know it's both ways, but
that might be seen on any typical aircraft or spacecraft. While it was generally spherical, it was about 20 feet in length, I would guess.
Can I just say this? Yes. If it's your experience, why are you reading? Vern Dude, throwing down another $2 says that's the pilot. Oh, that's the plot of Flight of the Navigator. It is. It is. What was that little ball that thing? What did it do? Yes. No. Yes. Right? I don't know. I get confused with that movie Fury and Tron and the Flight of the Navigator. I think all three of them had a ball that spoke.
It had a type of beam or
This is Bob Newhart. I can't help it.
Equatorial region.
Thanks,
with
Vern
about
Dude.
60% of the craft being above this region and 40% of the craft being below this region. A shallow dome could be seen at its apex. It was completely white with no seams, rivets, or other clues to its construction.
Rivets.
The only exceptions were a pair of vertical and horizontal black rectangles that had been painted. And I assume these.
This guy is having a hard time reading. Look, you know, we think the people that work for our military, that have these high valued positions, we think they're smart, but they're not. They have one skill and they do that, and that's it. They don't do anything else. That's why this guy can't read, he can't act, he can't speak. And he looks like Bob Newhart. I'm telling you, this is silly. If it's your story, why are you reading your story? It's history, not their story. See what I did there? Took the word. All right, never mind.
Markings were to be used when evaluating a test vehicle because
Oh my God. I'm having a very strong odor of a clove cigarette. Ugh. Oh. It was right here. Now it's gone. Oh no, here it is. Oh. Oh my God. Oh, it's all like on me. Oh, wow. That is crazy. That is so pungent. Oh my God. I got goosebumps. This is nuts what I'm smelling. I can't, my mouth is watering. That's how potent the smell is. Unless somebody's out that window blowing it or outside my door blowing it. Yeah, it's still here. Ah, God. Yeah, I can't. It's not going away. That is weird shit. Wow. Wow. Nope. Nope. Gone. Gone. Nothing. Come on. Come on. It's gone. It's gone. That was wild. I'm so sorry that happened and I interrupted the show. Wow. That was wild. That was weird. All right. I'm going to focus on it. Let's just move along. So Bob Newhart here is reading his own history of what happened. He tells of this story of this craft that rose up out of the ocean, tilted on its axis, and went straight up into the sky. Didn't Bob, what's that guy who's on Spaced Out Radio a lot? Bob, not Bob Euchre. Anyway, Bob was a seaman and was a submarinian guy too. I thought this was him, but it isn't. Who am I thinking of? That Bob guy. Bob. Ain't no fighting in that chat room. Be nice. We only live once. I don't know what's going on. All right. Get to this story before I forget. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Before I get to that, this I've got to play. So a few years ago in 22, Lue Elizondo, here, I'll just play it. He was on, here, just watch.
And we're already aware that there are people who are almost certainly connected to the intelligence community who are involved in disinformation, active disinformation.
I'm a counterterrorism and counterespionage guy. I do counterintelligence, counterinsurgencies. That's what I do. And it just so happens that in 2008, I was asked to apply those same skill sets into the UFO community.
It's fascinating to see a coordinated public campaign, and I believe it's being run from sections of the defense intelligence community.
Do counterintelligence, counterinsurgencies. That's what I do.
Executive order.
I love the one part where he goes "dadabdu" because he misspoke and he goes "dadabdu" instead of "that's what I do."
12333. It forbids the running of intelligence operations against the American public.
I was asked to apply those same skill sets into the UFO community.
But perhaps no one has played a bigger role than a muscle-bound man with tattoos, a soul patch, and one hell of a story to tell.
God, what a bully. All you gotta do is look at him. End of story. You can judge a book by its cover if that book is Lue Elizondo. All right. I don't smell it anymore, man. Ah, that was really bizarre. I've never smelled something so amazing. That went, I feel it like up in my head. I sniffed the shit out of the room. Yeah, I thought I was back in the 80s. So a top NASA official breaks his 30-year silence to reveal sensational UFO footage of a giant flying saw. Have you heard about this guy? Yeah. Secretly created by U.S. Air Force by Josh Boswell, May 4th, 2025, Star Wars Day. As alleged UFO footage and declassified CIA files on alien encounters flood the internet stratosphere, one ex-NASA top official has revealed exclusively to the Daily Mail that the U.S. Air Force possesses a 20-foot gravity-defying flying saucer and claims he saw footage more than 30 years ago. Former NASA chief, flight surgeon, and Air Force Major Dr. Gregory Rogers, who worked with astronauts on several space shuttle missions, says he was shown security footage by another Air Force major in 1992, depicting the exotic craft levitating in a hangar. He kept the secret for more than 32 years. Until now. And now he's putting his life on the line for you. Yes, you, the UFO guy and girl. Right now, you can hear about this crazy, exotic story from this counterintelligence guy. No! Who is it? Who cares? 32 years ago, though. But following his retirement from the Department of Defense last month, he has decided to come forward. No. Rogers, now 68 years old, said he wanted to back up other recent DoD whistleblowers who have told Congress the military has an out-of-this-world spacecraft reverse-engineered from alien technologies. Bullshit.
Holding this inside for 32 years, with me just retiring, I'm going to tell this story. But once I joined the Air Force, I was made the Chief of Aerospace Medicine at Cape Canaveral. I had to oversee the medical aspects of all of the launch operations at Cape Canaveral. That day I had decided I would go up to the Cape and spend time, because most of the time I was in the flight surgeon's office back at Patrick Air Force. I had to oversee what the contractors were doing. They're going to show me this thing. It's the last thing I'm going to look at the Cape, and then I'm going home. No big deal. As I'm leaving the prep room, this guy's standing there and he says,
hey, I want to show you something. I just thought, what's he going to show me? He convinced me to go into the room. As soon as we go into the room, he shuts the door, he locks it. He flips the louvers closed. Then he sits down, he turns on the console, he turns on the computer, and he said, this is going to blow your socks off. All of a sudden, up on the screen comes this closed circuit television feed. If you showed the hangar with my helicopter in it, it would have looked just like that, except it's not my helicopter. This thing's a flying saucer. When I saw the markings, I just thought, oh, it's an experimental aircraft. When that thing rotated and I saw U.S. Air Force and a U.S. flight insignia, I was absolutely shocked because I've seen pictures of flying saucers doing all kinds of stuff. I never saw one that said U.S. Air Force on it. That's something totally different.
Oh, you know what he did? He read Bob Lazar's story and said, oh, I know what I could do. I could say I saw USAF on the side of it. Like Bob Lazar said he saw the American flag on the side of one of the UFOs just to make it look like it was one of ours. Pretty smart, huh? This is how they piece together their own lies. Anyway, back 128 years ago in Arkansas, there was a UFO flap of many UFOs seen by residents. And I have video here to explain what happened 128 years ago.
Okay. Right? Okay. Okay, so make sure this microphone can...
This is from the old State House Museum.
Okay.
9 years ago.
Well, you know...
9 years ago this came out.
There's been several times that I've spoken here, and just about every time I've tried to find a topic that's a little unique, a little strange, that would be maybe a little out of the normal for people most of the time. I've talked about a unsolved serial killer case last time. There's a time that I talked about the governor almost blowing up.
All right, here we go.
This story begins, of course, as all of these types of stories seem to start in California. In November of 1896, citizens of Sacramento began seeing strange lights in the sky. While many skeptics...
Which is interesting, right? Because they claim over, south of there. Wait, did he say San Diego?
California. These types of stories seem to start in California. In November of 1896, citizens of Sacramento began seeing strange...
Sacramento, Sacktown. So a little south of there is where they claim all of the UFOs are coming out of the ocean. Pretty interesting.
While many skeptics...
And they saw, you know what they called them? Light ships or God, what do they call
While many
them?
skeptics dismissed the reports
Blimps.
as the accounts of people mistaking common celestial phenomena such as comets, the reports continued throughout the month. On November the 23rd of 1896, citizens of Oakland, California began seeing this airship. Witnesses reported that the ship was enormous, possibly as much as 100 feet in length.
Come on.
Many of them said that the airship resembled a bird with wings. The mayor of San Francisco became a believer.
Wait, hold on. What? I didn't know a bird had wings. Did you hear what he said? It was like a bird with wings. No, you mean a bird. It was like a bird. Or he meant to say and it's probably written wrong. It was like a bird's wing. Probably, right? All right.
After talking to people,
You know, details matter, my friends. A little change in a letter makes a whole word differently. What? What? You can make love into live or live, right? So that little mistake can change an entire relationship or the meaning of something.
staff who had witnessed
And the volume is low. I cannot turn it up. You need to turn that up on your own. I'm so sorry.
this airship. He told the San Francisco Call newspaper, quote, "I certainly think that some shrewd inventor has solved the problem of aerial navigation that we will hear about all in a short time. It would not be any more wonderful than the invention of the telegraph, the telephone, the phonograph, or the X-ray, and it would seem that someone must hit on the proper appliances when so many smart men have been working on the problem." Well, almost immediately the stories became absurd. John A. Horan of San Jose, California, told reporters that he was given a ride in the airship and rode.
The reason I'm playing this tonight, you're probably wondering, what are we doing here 128 years ago? To show you that things haven't changed. We just learned that a guy went on a trip with the aliens or whatever the ship was, right? Yeah. We just found out. Oh, it's amazing. I'm not going to play this whole 40 minutes, but it's interesting. It's amazing to me that nothing changes as much as it stays the same. What?
Reporters that he was given a ride in the airship and rode high enough that he could see the lights of Honolulu, Hawaii. Although most doubted his sincerity, quote, "All admire his ability as an accomplished storyteller and say that he has a magnificent imagination." However, within a week, the sightings soon spread into Los Angeles.
So, is this a, what do you call it? You know how people just want to say they saw something? Is that what is going on here? People are just saying they saw it because guess what? They didn't have video cameras back then. And I don't even know if they had any cameras that took photos. Wait. That's a little redundant. That's like me and the bird and the wing. All right. Camera. Got it.
The airship sightings then soon spread into other parts of the country in the spring of 1897. Farmers in Birmingham, Iowa, told of seeing an airship 100 feet long and 20 feet wide landed in a field. The ship, they reported, made the sound of a circular saw. It was also...
Isn't that this sound? So let's pull it up. I'm very curious. I've never done this before. And we need to learn, what does a circular saw sound like? Jesus. I'm curious. Here it is. It is what I thought it was. All right. This is this is what they heard. They had no other references back then. Like, how would they know what a circular saw would sound like? That's this thing. I guess they had the electric ones? I don't understand. You know these things. They're very loud. Right?
If you've missed part one of this video, anything like that, please remember to do is make a cross specific where the blades are under support and push the saw slowly through the material, trying to keep...
That's a lot quieter than I remembered. Anyway. So they said it sounded like a circular saw. How do they... I don't know, man. That's weird. Ah, for penis sakes, where is it? Oh, good. Okay.
Also seen in nearby Nassau, Iowa, where everybody in the small town gathered on the street to watch the strange air visitor as it passed overhead.
Yep.
The people reported that the airship had lights that flashed red, white, and blue. The airship craze had clearly...
Red, white, and blue. We see those today. We see those today.
taken hold in Iowa. The Burlington Daily Hawkeye newspaper reported that the constant sightings in the state had caused Iowans, quote, to keep a close watch on every evening for the past few weeks. In Waterloo, Iowa, the reports were that every field glass in the town was being used to watch for airships. Of course, they were a little disappointed when it was revealed that the airship they were seeing was really a Chinese kite.
Uh-oh.
In remarking on the act,
I cannot believe 128 years ago, the Chinese kite, lantern, whatever the hell, is still being used as part of a hoax, a lie, or a misidentification. That's crazy.
Accident, the Waterloo Courier opined, quote,
China.
Imagination is full of pranks.
China.
Well, with this in mind, the Daily Hawkeye newspaper decided to conduct an experiment to see if people could be fooled by floating paper kites and balloons into believing that they're airships.
Oh.
The balloon was equipped red, white, and blue paper on each side. They sent the balloon into the air and watched from a distance. They noticed that the wind would make the balloon turn, and when the light would shine from the moon or stars, it would take on the color of the paper from which side the people were seeing it. Townspeople soon saw the balloon and gathered in the street to observe. Quote, everybody was discussing it. The Waterloo Courier observed, some claimed it had a red light, some that it had a green light, some that it had two lights. The whirling motion caused by air currents had evidently caused the various sides and colors to appear and disappear. Its height gradually increased until it was about 700 feet above the city. Although excited spectators variously estimated its height at from 2,000 to 3,000 feet, its object in sending up the balloon was not to deceive anyone, either as a hoax or to create a situation, but...
I think we get it. I wanted to play a couple of minutes. I'll play I'll put the link to that in the show description so you can watch it on your own. But I wasn't meant to play that or talk about the whole thing. It was just to give you an example of how things haven't changed and how things have stayed the same after all these years. We're still blaming China. When does it end? Maybe it's real. Maybe it is China. Maybe they are the culprits. It's weird. That's over 128 years ago. And they call them, what'd they call them? Light ships? Airships. Airships. They didn't know the term flying saucer because that's not what they looked like to them, right? They had pipes. You know, we heard the description. It's very strange. You know? Oh. Didn't they? Oh, Zeppelins. That's what they had. They had Zeppelins back in the day, right? Weren't they used in the World War One? I think so, right? Yeah. I think they were just Zeppelins that were sent over here to spy on America. And people lost their Vulcan minds. It's been happening since then. Yep. I know. Sounds good. Just so everyone knows, this is just his video statement. This is Dr. Rogers of NASA, the same man being interviewed on Daily Mail UK, the podcast I did with him. That's not, what is this? Somebody sent this to me. Who? Doesn't say. Oh, I'm not playing this. I'm not playing. I don't know what that is. Oh, there's I don't know if this is fake. Everything I say now starts with that comment, that statement. Mars. Curiosity rover on Sol 528 captures I don't know what, guys. It's an amazing image. A doorway-like structure carved into the rock. I don't know. Could it be a natural formation, or is there more to this story? It is crazy. It looks just like a doorway into a structure that has been buried. Oh, you want to see it? I am sweating. I don't know why. Again. I mean, come on. Is this real or fake? That looks fake. Now that I see it on the big TV, that looks fake. I'm going to say it is. Damn it. That looks fake to me. But look at this. Is this all fake? Or is this Arizona? Oh, doesn't look like it. I don't know. My God. This looks fake. Yeah, I'm going to call it. Yeah, it's too perfect. The lines are really, really sharp. Anyway, it looks fake. Chinese lanterns. What are we doing? Yeah, I don't know what happened, everybody. It was a weird night. It's Monday, right? It is what it is. Damn it. You know what? I'm not feeling 100, so I'm going to get going, but thank you very much for hanging out. Yeah. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're off here, and we'll be back Wednesday. And that's that. Thank you, moderators and super chatters. Oh, Samo. You know, it was his birthday, right? Is Samo still here? Is he? He's not. He left. Yes. Happy Cinco de Mayo. True. That's true. Did he leave? Yeah. No. He's gone. All right. Yeah, I noticed a few people have left. Yeah. All right. Well, it was his birthday, so anyway, happy birthday to Samo. It was last week, a few days ago. All right, Cinco de Mayo night. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you later. And if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Yep, take it easy. Alien bless. Truthology for ufology. I do it for you.
There's look at this thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies over and why did it stop one of the most treasured sites in Christianity?
There's a new video that's looking at something maybe proof for a couple of
UFO in the form of a bright light descending over the dome of the rock.